Howdy. Nice. So I'm Nathan Ayers. I am the most recent chair of Texas A&M University's ACM SIGGRAPH student chapter. We're located in College Station, Texas. So our chapter's goals are to foster a community for students to come together and learn about and teach each other about computer graphics and animation and interactive technologies. We have a number of events every year. This past year we've had 11 socials, 6 guest speakers from the industry, 5 different workshops covering softwares that the program either leaves out or that they could use more help in, and 2 different studio tours, studios in Texas. Our social events are more of just casual events that we use to bring together our members so that they can kind of get to know each other more and just become more comfortable for the later events that might take more energy or investment. We do all sorts of things from game nights to we play Jackbox Theater, or we have gift exchanges and Halloween costume contests. They're very casual. Then we have what are usually our more prominent events, which is guest speakers. Our guest speakers we bring in to just show students, expose them to the industry. They can hear about what it's like working in an actual studio. And it just prepares them to go out and find jobs, and they're just more prepared for the industry. This past year we had Gray Haddock from Rooster Teeth, and he's the head of animation at Rooster Teeth. We even had a Skype call with Fred Seibert from Channel Frederator, which was an excellent one. And then Lucas Martel from Mighty Coconut, and an alumni from the Texas A&M program, Kelly Ken, who's worked on How to Train Your Dragon 2, Zootopia, and several others. Our workshops, I'm proud to say, have improved greatly over the last year. We've moved on from a more lecture-style workshop, which usually leaves people behind and are kind of dull, to a much more interactive, engaging sort of style of workshop. So a good example of those would be our ZBrush and Unity workshops, where we have either former students or current students who are just familiar with the software. Will stand up and sort of just work through the software, and they'll work with the audience to kind of find out, what you want to make, and then here's how to make that. We even had an interesting one where we played Pictionary in Tiltbrush, which is a VR paint program. Our studio tours were Gearbox Software and RealFX, and Gearbox is obviously a game studio, and then RealFX is just an animation studio responsible for Book of Life, and yeah. This is TAMU ACM SIGGRAPH's new sort of prime event, and we're calling it Giga Jam. And Giga Jam is a 36-hour creative jam where we're trying to engage more students who are interested in animation or other fields that aren't familiar with game jam culture to come and work together, collaborate across different interests. This year, it just happened this last spring, we had 42 participants, and we kept it local, and they produced just an amazing range of work. The grand prize winner created a VR experience that's projected from a handheld projector. It was excellent. And then following that, we have Giga Show, which is the showcase for all of that work. The future goals is just to keep expanding on Giga Jam. We want to involve other student chapters from around the nation and try to have an event that's associated with our chapter that everyone can be engaged in. And we want to communicate more with other chapters, and also we want to try to engage the older upperclassmen and grad students within our program and try to make more content that would be interesting to them. If you want to contact us, you'll be talking to Derek more than likely, because he is the new chapter president. And so, yeah, we look forward to hearing from you.